Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I hope that you've all had a wonderful weekend. I very much have. I've been rather busy, so I've got a few announcements to make. There's going to be not really anything changing within the channel, but it's more about the demand for readings that I'm receiving. So I'm going to put in the description box all my details, okay, of how you can book a reading with me, whether that's going to be an hour Skype call. An hour's a good time. Okay, I don't really want anything less. If you're not interested in doing a face-to-face Skype call with me, hello Lily, then you can take the video option where I will record a video for you. It can be a Celtic Cross or a free flow. And then I can just send that to you, and then you have a link and you can watch it over and over again, and you can just have your message that way. So those are the two options available. I have a schedule in plan, so if you're interested, then please email me, okay, at thejourneyofascension@gmail.com, and I will send you through more details that you need to book yourself a reading. Okay, what else? Looking at doing some hangouts with another channel, which will be QueenCup. It's Destiny over at QueenCup. Myself and her have been communicating and getting along very well. I actually have a reading booked in with her a bit later on, so that's going to be interesting. But we've been talking about doing maybe a live question and answer session. She's most definitely sending people my way when it comes to kind of like the divine masculine, divine feminine, the love connection. But she has a totally different style, which I love. For me, I love because it's very much about personal development and growing, and that's an area that I'm passionate on. So we're going to be kind of collaborating some stuff, talking about actually doing some hangouts in the physical across the world, maybe looking at next year for doing that. So keep your eyes peeled. And most definitely get over to her channel. If you watch her Aries full moon video, I know that she's kind of working on, she will do your star signs, your monthly star sign reading, and she does it live. So make sure you get over there, subscribe, hit that bell button, and make sure it's on receiving all notifications, because you kind of want to grab her live if you want to kind of interact. Okay, but do get over and have a look at her Aries reading. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'll put a link to that in the description box along with everything else. But I thought what would be interesting is, before we actually do a live question and answers for you guys, is if you want to send over any questions now, maybe things that you would like to ask, like to have answered, you can get prepared and you can send that via email to me. If you just put in the subject box Q&A, and we can start kind of getting those questions together so that we have a really good hangout session. Okay, so that would more than likely be done over on QueenCup channel rather than here. So get subscribed over there. Okay, I think that's all I want to say. Just lots of 2020 is looking very exciting. Okay, oh, the other thing, okay, I will put a donation kind of box there to my PayPal if you would like to make an energy donation. They are very welcome, but they are not expected, okay? But sometimes we do need to make that energy exchange of giving and receiving. I done that myself a while ago. I advertised for free readings because I understood my scales were a little bit out of balance and I needed to give. Okay, so it's there if you want to share that way. Okay, right, let's get on with the working week. Okay. Okay, Lily. The sun is out. Lily is purring. And let's get some cards. I'm going to use the Tarot Mucha for the main tarot cards today. I haven't played with these in, feels like yonks. Okay. And then I've got the Archangel Power Tarot to clarify. Let's pull these oracle cards first, though. I'm just going to pop her down. I absolutely love snuggling with you. But thank you. Okay, let's get these cards pulled and let's see what the working week reading wants to tell us. Let's get this this week working for us. Okay, we're getting 2. This is good. The Enchanted Map. The sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out to play. Compass. He's finding his way. Okay, let's just pop those there. Just try and keep this table tidy. Okay, it's nicer to do a reading when all the cards are out, they're all prepared. Journey of Love. These cards feel really jumpy. Okay. Magical Unicorns. What way are we doing this? Unicorns don't want to go away. Sacred Destiny. Okay, where are we up to? Oh, just a roomy message now. I feel like we want to read this first before I even touch the tarot. Okay. Well, that's swapping things around a bit, isn't it? Let's put these together. Okay. Let's pull a roomy message. We're going to start off with a roomy message. The all-encompassing hand. Okay, card number 20. Let's read this and see if we can kind of get started on what to expect this week. The all-encompassing hand. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. Rumi. But we're talking about this rose. Okay. We're still continuing on this rose kind of, that's what I feel. I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long since ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh once felt separate from mine. This sacred grasp pulses with love divine, and there is one hand, holding and held, one being, loving and loved, though we may appear to be less ecstatic angels, to be two. The love that gives us this hand fast, beloved, is so powerful we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands will be joined, gently and yet enduringly, in unfailing love and sublime friendship. Okay. Let's get on with the message then. Perhaps you are in need of reassurance, dearest one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path, or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart and speaking of it to no one. Such loneliness that can foster in the heart. With no other to bear witness to your life experience, you may question your life, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It is time to let it be and to open up to the touch of grace. Okay. So this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, and upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. This divine hand will reach for you in your meditations, your sleep and your prayers. It will reach for you through life circumstances, through the smile or hug you receive from another, or the touch of another human being. It will reach you through the song of a bird, the falling of leaves, the soft fur of a beloved pet, through song lyrics that seem to speak what you are feeling deep inside, or the colourful dress of the stranger across the street who catches your eye and makes you smile. This divine hand is reaching for you now through this oracle. Yes, says the great beloved, I am reaching for you. Yes, I know you. You are my own. I would never abandon you. Perhaps you have turned from me unknowingly, forgotten how much I love you, because the world is in a forgetful daze too, and ignores the caress of the breeze, the joyful acknowledgement of every sunrise, and the reverence made radiant in every sunset. Life is the touch bestowed by the hand. Shall you receive me? Let me love you. Let me restore your soul and remind you there is nothing to fear now. Come, lay down your weapons and your fear for this moment. Quit using that mouth to cry for war or to cry in despair. Bring yourself to my table and use that mouth to taste some bold and rich wine instead. Enjoy with me in this moment the unbreakable bond that lies between us. Allow me to bring the cup of wine to your lips. Behind your head, so gently, lies my all-encompassing hand. Know the peace of my love. So deeply can it register with you now that you shall never again forget it. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. You are asked to pray using the sacred honour and ritual, and do so with conviction. The divine has this situation in hand, and all is unfolding as it should be. Ask for help each day by saying, I ask for help this day in all ways through unconditional love. Thank you. You can be more specific in your request, asking for help in a particular relationship or project too, if you wish. The divine wants to lend you a hand. You must ask for help first, however, so ask. Empower that all-powerful hand of grace to bless your life and all circumstances, relationships and situations that have been or are yet to be for you. Okay. I'm going to do the, we're going to do the sacred honour and ritual at the end. And I'm going to use one of these cards as a bookmark. Okay. The all-encompassing hand. It's like help is there. You just need to ask. Okay, Tarot and Witcher. Let's see what the cards want to say. The tarot cards. I can see the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Michael on the bottom there. Strong, committed, intellectual and diligent. It's time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion and sudden changes. Okay. It wanted to be seen. It's like it wanted to be right there in your face. So I don't know why I've turned it over. Okay. We've got the Hangman. He seems to have this kind of globe around his head. He wasn't that way. How did he become that way up? When I looked, he was in the Hangman. I'm sure I just had that up that way. Like he's enlightened. He's just turned himself around. But he was hanging upside down until I showed it to you. It's just a sunshine today. It's a sunshiny day. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Okay. Oh, leap of faith. We've got the Fool here. But it's a feminine. It's like the masculine's watching the feminine take this leap of faith. Off on her adventures, lightly packed. The dog's got his tongue hanging out, so he's hungry for, they're off. He's like, where are we off to? Let's go, let's go. He's lapping this up. Okay. Justice. Oh, I feel like the divine masculine energy is lapping up the fact that the divine feminine's energy is like just going for it. Just this free, vibrant energy and justice. And it's like he's just observing all of this. So this is very much about the all-encompassing hand. The divine masculine is very proud of the divine feminine for embracing life. Oh, it is. It's the Emperor. Okay, so, but he like wants to be there as well. Okay. It's like, okay, when's his turn? Oh, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is, oh, I feel like I'm spitting everywhere. Okay, let's calm down. The Nine of Pentacles is the independent feminine energy. I feel here as if the divine masculine sends in the feminine's energy messages via birds. Or we've got the Empress. She is most definitely, the divine feminine is very much settled into her energy, and she's tapping into her masculine energy to propel her. And It's like the divine masculine can witness that she's capable of doing it alone once balanced. She's speaking the truth. She's cut out things that no longer serve. I actually feel here as if she's cut out quite a lot. I don't even know why I want to say this, but if you could imagine a maypole, okay, and you have all strings, okay, that come from the maypole, and then you do some kind of little dance, don't you, around the maypole, and it makes this beautiful pattern down the pole at the end, and you've got, you know, jingly jingly bells, and it's all good. I love that kind of stuff. That's going to go on my bucket list. I want to do a maypole dance. Okay, pole dancing's on there. I'm going to maybe maypole dancing. That would be good. That's changing your ways, isn't it? Okay, anyway. Oh, we've gone off topic. Well, we're going to get back on topic. But this is what reminded me of all the strings that were kind of, and it looks like she severed them. Have a look. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All the strings from the maypole. I'll show you these cards in a moment because we have, look at all these in a row. I'd say the strongest of the queens is the Queen of Swords. Very much embraced her masculine energy and is very confident in using that. And the Queen of Swords energy here. We have the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, let's get excited. And we've got the masculine's energy here, sitting here, holding his lot. So he's trying to keep his hands on everything that he's got, where the feminine is just this abundant, prosperous, money's just like dropping in on her. And it's like she's free. So there's some jealousy here from the masculine's energy. It's not to hold you back though. If you feel that within yourself, if you feel your own masculine energy is challenging you, don't let it hold you back. It's time to break free. It's time to fly for the divine feminines. Let's have a look at this last card. I've got one card here. Okay. It's a page, but it does look like a kind of knight's helmet here, doesn't it? Well, it is. It doesn't kind of look like it. It is one. But it is a page, okay? So this is a messenger. I believe that the knock-on effect is the divine feminines have now kind of triggered the divine masculine's energy, and they're getting their arse in gear, really. They're on catch-up now, seriously. Because we have the Emperor energy is not too... Okay, we're going to go back through this, channel it. It's very... I'm just looking at kind of neutral, maybe, colours. Let me show you. You can, oh, I don't know if you can see, guys, because of the sunshine, but it's all just with the colours of the card. It's just very neutral. That's about being balanced, though, in your masculine and feminine energy, and then you would be kind of neutral. I'm sure I saw a hair hanging somewhere. Okay. Loose strands. What's this about with... Let's read them. Let's read them. Okay. I don't think they're really long descriptions. I had that in my bedroom last night. I heard something in a corner where there was no reason for there to be a sound, and something's just kind of moved over there. Strange things. What movie does that come out of? Strange things are happening to me. Is that a song? Sounds like something that come out of a Toy Story. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not going to think into it. Let's get on with these cards. So we've got the Hangman. When it first came out, it looked like he was looking at the all-encompassing hand. Okay, so I want to say allowing, the giving and receiving. Most definitely the receiving, the allowing, the receiving. But he kind of came out enlightened. But so this has kind of turned him upright. It's like awoken him. Like I said, it's like a trigger point. Anyway, let's have a look at what the hangman wants to say. Okay. Suspended from the cross branch of a tree, the hangman is amazed by beatific visions. Radiance streams from his mind as he perceives this new perspective, things he never imagined before. I'm just going to have to reread this. It's kind of spot on, him looking at the Divine Feminine here. I want to turn him around, but then he's not looking at her. But he is looking at her here. Suspended from the cross branch of the tree, the hangman is amazed by beatific visions. Radiance streams from his mind as he perceives from this new perspective things he never imagined before. He is bound not as punishment, but to suspend him between the worlds and allow his consciousness to fly where it will. Grapevines twine upon the tree, a symbol of divine ecstasy. The hanged man has been overtaken by this ecstatic state. Okay, and has left the building. Okay. The hanged man has been overtaken by this ecstatic state and can only surrender to it. Spiritual and prophetic messages rush into his open mind, taking him both deeper and higher than his mundane existence could ever know. Only when all control is handed over to the universe only when he's back. This is the boy, it's Jasper. Okay, he's come back. He's like, oh, his hair's up on end. Oh, he's crying now. Why are you crying? It's like all his fur's sticking up on his back, as if like he's a stegosaurus. Why is he crying like that? Okay. Come and tell Mummy. Jasper. I don't know what's wrong with my boy. He's crying. Okay. I've got to do this reading. Strange things. The hangman has been overtaken by this ecstatic state and can only surrender to it. Spiritual and prophetic messages rush into his open mind, taking him both deeper and higher than his mundane existence could ever know. Only when all control is handed over to the universe will can this kind of enlightenment be achieved. Okay, very interesting. That's really it. Let's pull a card. So he's there looking at, in this state of ecstasy, observing the Divine Feminine. Okay. The Three of Michael. Release the past, you will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So this is getting over past heartache, loss, behaviour. We're going to read it. You will grow from this situation. When challenging events occur, it's important to take time to heal. Oh, there's the feminine here, kind of snuggled up into this angel. And I feel this is the masculines are viewing how the Divine Feminine has healed herself. Can you see that? Okay. You will grow from this situation. When challenging events occur, it's important to take time to heal. You do not have to do it alone. Ask your angels, guides, or human friends for assistance. Forgive everyone involved, including yourself, for actions or choices you may see as having been unkind or in error. Time truly does heal all wounds. Ask your angels and guides to help you see the reason for this situation in your life. A new perspective could allow you to view things in a different light. Know that you'll become a stronger person over time because of this challenge. That's really what the Divine Masculine is going through now. The Divine Feminine has got stronger over time. Has got kind of over this challenge now. It's in the past. And here's the Masculines now doing that. So we have the Fool card, which you can see here the Hangman's admiring the Fool. And it is a feminine on here. I spoke about the dog having his tongue hanging out. Let's read the Fool. We'll get to the Emperor in a moment. He wants to speak. Okay, the Fool. Each of us embarks upon the journey of life with a light heart and an innocent spirit. Every adventure we encounter along the path has the potential for joy. The Fool is the soul who travels the human lifetime seeking knowledge, understanding and beauty. The carnation she holds symbolises the incarnation of her spirit in mortal flesh. She has no expectations, only the willingness to live fully in the flow of life's experiences. Her worldly possessions are simple and few, carried in the small pilgrim's bag upon her shoulder. Her companion dog guides her away from the cliff's edge, for he is the part of the consciousness that instinctively protects us from harm. Heeding your instinct's guidance and the call of your spirit towards its purpose, you are always exactly where you are meant to be. The key ideas are beginnings, openness, optimism, trust, innocence, and perfect soul. Wow, okay. So it's definitely the Divine Feminine's energy here. The Five of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness, searching for the silver lining. This is really the Divine Feminine here, allowing the abundance to come in. Like, this is a total life change. This is a complete new beginning. So let's read this, the Five of Raphael. It's like, go Divine Feminines. Everything happens for a reason. You may currently be focused on a loss, but when this card is drawn, there is something positive waiting for you. Things may not have turned out the way you expected, but now's the time to trust that the universe has something better in store for you. Regret simply does not serve you now. Embrace changes as the guiding hand of your angels, sending you in a new direction with your long-term happiness in mind. Additional meanings of this card: tenderness towards others, a change in focus, and the wisdom to reach out to loved ones. It's just this very loving, nurturing, caring, compassionate, being of service energy coming through from the Divine Feminines. It's really, she is most definitely stepping into her birthright. Now, we've got justice. It's like time. Okay. There are 4 major arcanas there, guys, all at the top, meaning the universe has got a hand on this. And then we have the Empress as well. So the major arcanas are the Hangman, the Fool, Justice, the Emperor, and the Empress. And it feels to me, the Justice is coming for the Divine Masculine now. Now that the Divine Feminine is independent. Okay. So let's have a look at this Justice card. Measuring all human deeds upon her golden scales, Justice restores balance by eliminating what is not needed. Acts of injustice met with their rightful consequences, and her sword of truth dispels illusion. Do not think that you can avoid her gaze. She sees through any veil of self-deception in which you have swathed yourself. There is no need to fear her influence if your conscience is clear. I'm going to have to reread this part. There is no need to, it kind of like I was being blocked, okay, from saying this part. It's about having a clear conscience, maybe. Okay. There is no need to fear her influence if your conscience is clear. What you have set into motion will come to its conclusion following the laws of the universe. If circumstances are not as you would have them be, learn the lesson now and be on the right side of justice next time. The sword is yours to wield as well, that when your heart is pure and your motives are true. Okay, key ideas: karma, the consequences of your deeds, facing reality, putting things back in balance. And I feel that's exactly what's happened for the Divine Feminine. I'm kind of stumbling on my words. We have this energy from the Emperor here. I've kind of spat my words out a few times, quite literally, onto the table. And that card didn't want to kind of allow me to talk. And I believe it's because, okay, just make sure you're on the right side of justice moving forward. It's like justice will be served with the karma, but I might as well leave it open because we've got the Emperor next. Just want to reread that part. If circumstances are not as you would have them be, learn the lesson now and be on the right side of justice next time. The sword is yours to wield as well when your heart is pure and your motives are true. So you just really need to have a pure heart and true motives, okay? And to be on the right side of justice. Let's get a card. It's definitely something to do with the Emperor energy showing up in this reading. He is happy, but he's feeling left behind. King of Gabriel. Yeah, he wants to regain his passion. Generous, inspirational, dramatic and driven. So I feel that this is the Divine Masculines now on catch up. The Divine Feminines already at this stage, with being a blend of the King and Queen of Gabriel, going after her passions, her purpose. We've got the masculine here learning that lesson and being on the right side of justice. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Wanting to serve now. Okay. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. It all comes together. You don't have to do it all. You just need to have the vision and just to not force it and let it be. And everything would just be delivered. It would all just slot into place. But it is about being inspired, especially inspired to create change, to be a change agent. Let's read the King of Gabriel. My voice is going. Oh, I've opened up to the Queen. We want the King, please. Okay, so there's situations and then there's people. So let's have a look at the situation first regarding the King of Gabriel and justice. This is all about the big picture. There is a great deal to be done, but your job is to come up with the grand vision. Leave the details to someone else. You can take risks because you have experience and know how to do so successfully. Those around you expect and want you to take the lead. Let your enthusiasm and natural charm shine through. Creativity is the key to a successful endeavour. Okay, the people. A magnetic and determined leader. Someone with broad vision who can motivate people to greatness. Inspirational, generous, forceful, ingenious, dramatic, driven, enthusiastic. Additional meanings of this card: an investor with morals, genuine concern for the welfare of all, setting an example, and unexpected money. So this is where the Divine Feminine's at, okay, But this is a call out for the divine masculine. It's time to lead also. Okay. And there's been this push here on the Emperor's energy to step up. Okay. Let's read the Emperor. The Emperor is the embodiment of civilization and its dominion over nature, if that's how you say it. Okay. The orb in his left hand represents the dominion. I could be saying this word completely wrong. Okay. It is the orbis terranium, the world of earth, which is his to command. With such powers, okay, we're going to have to go back, guys. The Emperor is really just like, I said, you know, don't allow the Emperor within to kind of distract you. So, okay, let's see if we can tame him a bit. Let's get the message out, Mr. Emperor. The Emperor is the embodiment of civilization and its dominion over nature. The orb in his left hand represents that dominion. I don't even... If you're a minion, if you're a minion, I want to be a minion. Minion? Dominion. Oh, okay, right, let's surrender. Let's find out how this word's said, because you're just distracting me. Mr. Emperor. Let's get the word right. We know that I probably haven't got it right. Dominoes? Anyone up for I would just have some Dominoes pizza. That'd be awesome. Dominion. How do you spell this word? I don't know how you spell this. Hello, Lily. Well, we come up with like dominion energy. Sovereignty or control. Say it for me. Dominion. 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 Sovereignty or control. Man's attempt to establish dominion over nature. That's exactly what that card said. The territory of a sovereign or government. Okay. Wow. Dominion. Do you want to be a minion? Should we be minions together? Okay. Let's look at the... Right, we're going to get back to this now. Let's get serious. The Emperor is the embodiment of civilization and its dominion over nature. The orb in his left hand represents that dominion. It is the orbis terranium, the world of earth, which is his to command. With such power comes great responsibility, and the Emperor takes his role as divinely decreed. He does not shirk his sacred duty, which is to protect his people and provide a solid foundation for the future. The scepter in his right hand is his symbol of authority. He who holds the scepter is recognised as rightful leader who is deserving of respect. The Emperor rules. His emperor with his emperor. The Emperor rules his emperor with strength and determination. He needs to, okay, but the Emperor rules his empire with strength and determination, as symbolised by the ram's heads on his throne. Once he is set on a plan of action, he will see that it is done. Like the mountains in the distance, he will not be moved. Okay, those rams there, those the ram's heads on his throne, just reminds me really to just get over and take a look at the Aries, I believe it's a full moon reading, on the QueenCup channel, and check that out just with the Aries here, because it's very much about kind of, I felt it was about stepping into, like, just stepping up. That reading's really about stepping up. Okay, so key ideas: leadership, fatherly protection, power, authority, man-made civilization, and male sexuality. Woo, we got it out. Okay, why is your tail wagging? And they've, it's just Lily. She's knocked over the 5 of Ariel, the transition. Okay, you're knocking all my cards down. I could see you were doing it, but I didn't realise you managed to flip one over. Should we have a look at the message? Five of Pentacles. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And so I take it that is going to be clarifying the Emperor. Lily said. So let's read this. Okay. Thank you for choosing a card. It was much appreciated. This is going to be a long reading, I believe, guys. But hey. Whereabouts are the... Oh, here they are. You ask and you receive. Help is nearby. You don't have to go through your current challenges alone. Ask your angels to make your options clear to you. There is no need to remain out in the cold emotionally or physically. If you're unwilling to accept help from others, ask yourself why. What is it that you feel is missing from your life? Is it material or something deeper, like spirituality or love? Negative thoughts can create self-fulfilling prophecies that are totally unnecessary. Refocus your thoughts on what is possible and this situation will turn around. Additional meanings of this card: feeling unlucky, money troubles, health issues, inadvisable plans or timing for self-employment. Okay. It's time to turn that around. It's time to seek help. Not even seek help, expect it. Ask for it to be given, delivered, shown. Ask for the opportunities. Hand it over to divine. Let them take care of delivering the opportunities to you. Okay, now we have the divine feminine. We've only done one row. How long have we been on for? 46 was that? It was. Okay. Right, Lily, can you settle down? Oh, pretty gal. Okay. Let's have a look at the Empress. We'll get there in a moment with her. The Nine of Pentacles, the divine feminine's independent energy. Right, let's find out where the pentacles are in here. But I think they're called discs. Oh, 8 of discs. We're on the right page. A wise and beautiful lady has created a garden sanctuary for herself in which she may contemplate the riches of her inner life. Here in her secret bower, she is tranquil and secure, with no fear of disturbance. She is content to dwell in solitude, with only her falcon as companion, for she is at peace with herself. It has been a hard-won peace, with sacrifices and losses along the way, which makes it all the sweeter now. She chooses independence as her reward for a life lived to the full. Okay, key ideas: solitary contentment, sacrificing companionship for peace, quiet, well-being and security. Wow. So she is content to dwell in solitude with only her falcon as companion, for she is at peace with herself. It has been a hard-won peace, with sacrifices and losses along the way, which makes it all the sweeter now. She chooses independence as her reward for a life lived to the full. That there is an energy of somebody who is not afraid of being alone. She's very content in her life now. But it has been after these challenging times. The first two cards that come out was Three of Michael. That's the Three of Swords, a heartache, loss. And the Five of Raphael, which is about emotional loss. The Five of Cups, dealing with emotional loss from the past. So let's see what card wants to come out with the Divine Feminine here. The Five of Michael. Okay. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome and consider taking a more uplifting approach. And that's exactly what the Divine Feminine's done here with the Five of Swords. It's a surrender card. She surrendered. Okay, let's have a look. Let's find out where the swords are. What are we on now? The staves, the discs, the cups, swords, the Five. A battle is concluded. And the warriors think over their victory or defeat. We can leave that light there with him. The knight who has prevailed gathers his spoils of war. The defeated men must decide their next step. I'm reading completely from the wrong book, but the meaning. Let's carry on. The defeated men must decide their next step. To join with the former enemy, to journey back home, to strike out alone. No wars last forever, and when it is over, the world will have changed. How you deal with it determines your character. Right, okay, we need to actually read, like from the right book. What's right or wrong though? Who knows? Okay, this situation doesn't serve you. Stop and reconsider if the actions you're planning are worth your time and energy. You may very well win the day, but there is a strong possibility that there won't be much to celebrate in the end. Ask your angels if there are other, more uplifting paths you might follow. There is a lot of negative energy coming from the people involved in this situation that doesn't match your vibration. Archangel Michael can help you vacuum away all that negativity. Consider releasing your attachment to the outcome as too draining. Make more optimistic plans. Even if things didn't turn out the way you'd hoped, value what you've learned and try again with your improved information. Additional meanings of this card: negative thinking, wasted energy, a need for greater self-awareness. The feminine's already at this point here. So now let's move on to the Empress, because we could be here for a couple of hours, couldn't we? Okay. Lily's settled now. The Empress is the embodiment of nature herself, the life giver, the sustaining love of the earth, offering its bounty. She is the source of all inborn talents, blessing each of us with unique attributes that will serve us in our mortal incarnation. The Empress nurtures these gifts within us, encouraging as a mother encourages her children to be all they can be. All creative achievements spring from her. As wheat springs forth from the earth to feed its creatures, the Empress is crowned with dreamy poppies as well as wheat. For her power is not just in the earthly abundance, but in her feminine intuition and vision. She has great dreams for you and will help you bring them into being. Honour her by living a fruitful and grateful life. The key ideas: mother love, creative bounty, prosperity, nurturing care, and female sexuality. Okay, let's get a card. I've disturbed Lily now. The Knight of Gabriel, and look, it looks like a feminine on here. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively, just instinctively knowing just what to do. Wow, this is such a strong divine feminine energy here. Empress energy is stepping into an unstoppable, abundant, prosperous future. It's here. It's right here. Okay. The Knight of Gabriel. It's like the opportunity is here for you to live out your full potential. You just need to ask for assistance and help, and it's there. Okay. The Knight of Gabriel, got situations and people. So let's have a look at the situation. Let's hold it up with the Divine Feminine. I think I'm trying to get that. Maybe we quite like the sunlight on it. It's time to take action. This situation needs your full and undivided focus and quick attention. Fortunately, you probably can't wait to get started. Think things through thoroughly and then act with speed and certainty. You will instinctively know what direction to move in because you will feel such great passion for the cause. Okay, people, Someone who has immense self-confidence and is always ready for the next adventure. A person who is loyal and generous of spirit, courageous, enthusiastic, charismatic, impulsive. Additional meanings of this card: a volunteer, an athlete, passion for life, and single-mindedness. I like that, single-mindedness. With the Divine Feminine here before in her independent energy. Okay. So this is most definitely the Divine Feminine's, like I said, stepping into purpose independently. It's all focused on her. There's no kind of involvement from the Divine Masculine. She's kind of done this herself, found the balance. We've got the Queen of Swords now. I feel like we need to take like a lunch break. Okay. Queen of Swords. Let's find her. The Queen of Swords keeps her distance and does not easily welcome intimacy. Those who are worthy of her company must respect her independence and intelligence. Her mind is always working and she sees all sides of the situation clearly, which allows her to manipulate it to her advantage. Her cool detachment may seem heartless, but those few she loves are loved fiercely. If this card does not represent a person, it can indicate a need for a detached assessment of the entire situation before acting. Key ideas: keen intelligence, a cooling of emotions, a strategy for the advancement of loved ones. Wow. Okay. Let's work on getting this reading wrapped up, guys. I think the message is it's definitely there. And we haven't even really hit the oracles. Ten of Michael, Ten of Swords. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow, and put the past behind you and take a bow. Okay. It's a good week. Good weekly reading here, guys. Ten of Michael. Let's make sure I'm using the right book this time. It's finally over. A situation has ended and you are finally free. You probably saw this time coming and have been welcoming it. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. It's possible that you'll have a sense of sadness, but this card more often brings with it a great sense of relief. If you've been struggling, the worst is over now. Let go of what you've been holding on to. Have faith that your angels will walk with you into the beauty of a brand new dawn. Additional meanings of this card: pushing too hard, putting the past behind you, freeing oneself of a dependency. Beautiful card. So let's have a look now, because now we come back onto the masculines. Well, obviously we had the Emperor, but we're back onto the Four of the Coins. There's a masculine here. He's holding on to his pennies. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles. A haughty ruler sits in his majesty before the city he has built to feed his pride. He takes pleasure only from the trappings of wealth. Money is his foundation and his primary motivation. Everything he undertakes is done with one eye on the ultimate profit. But has he sacrificed some of his humanity in the pursuit of gold? Materialism has closed off a place in his heart that should care about the suffering of others. Without that, nothing will ever truly satisfy him. Key ideas: attachment to material possessions, greed, fear of loss, miserliness. And this is what's kind of kicked him now, so that he can also be very abundant, but he needed to learn it was about being generous and giving. Okay. Then trying to just Greed. Okay, let's pull a card. The Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. So I feel that this is now the divine masculine, you know, preparing for his new future. He's being watched over. He's being guided. Look how she's planting. It's like she's showing him the way. You reap what you sow. About giving and receiving. You reap what you sow. You give generously. And what the key is that when you give, you don't expect anything back from where you've given. Even a thank you. You don't need to expect that. Okay? You will be repaid maybe in some other way. That's what I find. If we just had this role of just giving without needing to expect back from that person, can you imagine how our life would roll? It would be awesome. We give, but someone will be giving to us. And this is the kind of mindset we need to get into. We give because it feels good to give. It feels good to receive as well. Most of us actually find it quite hard to receive. So it is finding that balance, checking out how you're kind of scaling up on your giving and receiving. You know, pay for somebody's car parking ticket. You know, maybe give them £1 for their trolley, a trolley coin. There's loads of ways that you can just be nice. Be nice. It doesn't even need to be money. So just be nice. Do something that's nice today for somebody else without the need for that to be returned to you. And watch how it does come back to you. The flow. So let's read this, the Knight of Ariel. Why are you wagging your tail? You've got to be nice. I'm trying. I'm letting you sit on my lap today. Okay. Knight of Ariel. Situations, people. We have a lot of them, haven't we? Character cards. There is so much to be accomplished. I like that how that says that. There's so much to be accomplished. I'm just going to hold this one up. Make a plan that is methodical and sees to every detail. Slow and steady wins the race. You may decide it's time to find a better job. Business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. People, a person of great kindness and understanding, someone with your very best interests at heart, loyal, trustworthy, funny, created. Got to create yourself. Creative, ecologically minded, may be a vegetarian or vegan. Additional meanings of this card: renewed action, wise investments, being watched over by someone kind. And she's come to give the screen some love. Okay, Lily. And she's sitting on the microphone. Good girl. Good girl. Oh dear. Let's end on this last card here. An hour and 3 minutes. We're going to whiz through the oracles. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. I just keep being drawn to the fact his shoes are different colours. It's like he's meditating. It's like he has a turban on his head and he's peace. He's peace. I feel like the Divine Masculine's found his peace. Peace and prosperity. How they're linked. Okay, we're reading this first. The Page of Coins. My daughter's extremely happy up there, laughing, if you can pick that up. Okay, I'm struggling to find. No, we're not struggling. It's all good. Okay, here we are. It's called the Knave in here. The Knave of Discs offers assistance in all practical tasks and undertakings. His earthly attention to detail in every step along the way brings success through worthy effort. His is not the kind of help that offers flashes of inspiration, but his loyalty and trustworthiness are unsurpassed. The more responsibility you can give him, the better for both of you. Mutual fruitfulness will be the reward. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a gift of a new financial opportunity or a reward for hard work well done. What's shouting out here is that he is not the kind of help that offers flashes of inspiration. That's the divine feminine's role, is to supply that inspiration. It's the divine masculines that sit in the King of Gabriel energy and make things happen. Okay, it's kind of like it said, it's time to step into your leadership role to lead, but it's like to kind of grab hold of those inspirational ideas that come via the feminine. Okay. Key ideas is loyalty, trustworthy service, and exchange of opportunities. So I feel very much here this about feminines, masculines, finding that balance to be able to work together in a very beneficial, profitable way. It's definitely about money coming in, and that's something that really does draw in the divine masculine, but he's not achieving it on his own because he's lacking that feminine side, that inspiration. Okay, so I need to clarify, don't I? Where has it gone? Oh, here it is. Let's clarify because I'm getting distracted now. We're working on this masculine energy. Okay. Seven of Ariel. It's waiting for your harvest. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. So it's like you see that the divine feminine is kind of he's still waiting for the harvest. Have patience and wait for the harvest. It's coming. Okay, let's read this. Your seeds are well planted. However, some plans do take time to develop. Now is not the moment to stop, as success is very probable. You may not see it clearly, but slow and steady progress is being made. Have patience, it's almost time. This is a good opportunity to pause. I'm so sorry, you're not really getting. Okay, there we go. This is a good opportunity to pause and review how far you've come. All things moving along, all things. Are things moving along as planned? If not, what changes might you make in the future? If you're at the end of a project, don't linger too long finishing it up. The next success awaits your attention. Additional meanings of this card: a temporary pause. We start off with the masculine here in hangman mode. A temporary pause, a welcome break in the action, and pondering future strategies, determination. It's an awesome reading, but we need to get on with the oracle cards because I need to get off. I don't need to. Where did I put all the cards? Where did I put the cards? Have I did pull them, didn't I? The all-encompassing hand. Where have all the cards gone that I pulled? Oh, I found them. Okay, let's have a look then, guys. We've got the Sacred Destiny. Got to find the books now. Release. Wow, it's like the hangman needs to be released from here. With all them autumn leaves, look. It's beautiful. It's quite red out the front. Those trees out there go really red in the autumn, so this is like now. So let's have a look at the release. The Hangman with release. The cooler days, it's called Autumn Light. That's what we've got today. Okay. It's not great, is it? Maybe I can hold it like that. Oh, that might work. There you go, that might work. The cooler days and change of colour in the leaves mark the seasonal change from summer to autumn. The bracing wind wildly flings the red, orange and yellow leaves from the trees as they spiral to the dampened, dark earth. Lingering sunshine filters through the canopy of vividly coloured leaves, creating a autumnal glow. In the great cycle of life, fall is the time of letting go. Just as spring is a time of new birth and summer the time of expansion and growth, fall is the time of the harvest. It is the time to begin the inward journey into the restoring and renewing season of winter. Okay, so the Sacred Landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it is time to let go and surrender. Let go of situations, people, and objects that do not serve you. Let go of the old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away any superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you are holding on to the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. Begin to clear your home and live in environments of clutter. If you don't love it or use it, it is probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. To get ready for the new, you must release the old. Okay, let's go to the unicorns, magical unicorns, pets. You love and understand animals. You and Jasper today. Okay, let's read this because it's most definitely picking up on the falcon here with the divine feminine being very content, like with nature. The animal realm, pets. Let's read pets. I can hear you purring. I know you're wagging your tail. You're not a doggy. You're a pussycat. Animals love you. They know that you understand their special voice and that you respect them and their needs. Don't know what happened with Jasper today and now she's gone. Okay, we'll address it. It's all good. Your pets especially... Oh, this light is just... okay, let's go this way. Your pets especially love you and they really appreciate it when you give them extra time and attention. This card is a message from all animals and your own pets to let you know how much they appreciate you. Spend more time with animals as they help you feel a sense of love that's safe and sweet. Animals also help you play and have fun. So take your dog or a neighbour's for a long walk. Pet a kitten, feed some wild birds or brush your little animal friend. And be sure to give your pet fresh water and food every day. This card also suggests that you work with animals, either at school or as a career. You would be very happy and good at any work involving studying or helping animals. This card can also be a message from pets who have passed on. They want you to know that they're happy in heaven and that they still love you very much. Tune in to feel the love from those pets right now and know that you'll love each other forever. Beautiful. Okay, picked up on the doggy, didn't we? The doggy and the bird. Brothers and sisters. To get along with others, see the love and the best within them. Okay, I'm going to have to read this. These are just things that we really need to kind of tap in, work through. It's about clearing up the past. So to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. Sometimes family members take stress out on each other. So you may feel angry or hurt by a brother or sister or a close friend. Instead of fighting with them, first take a moment. Can you see the best within them? Can you think of a time when you felt a lot of love for them? By thinking and feeling love toward your brothers and sisters, you can all get along better. The more unlovable someone is, the more they need love. When people get angry at their loved ones, they do so because they don't know how to control the stress in their life. They might be angry with their teacher or boss and feel like they can't do anything about it. So they take the anger out on the people they live with, and that might include you. You may do the same thing to your family members without knowing it. Deep down, you all love each other. Family members always have love, but sometimes this love is hidden by anger. It doesn't feel good to be angry with your brothers and sisters, even if you have a good reason for the anger. Can you forgive them in the name of peace? Can you be the first one to say, I'm sorry, or I love you? By drawing this card, the unicorns want you to know that your brother, sister, or friend really needs your love and understanding right now. You have the power to help everyone get along. Find that place of forgiveness and sending that love from within first. You have to feel it, okay? You don't want to hold on to any kind of anger or resentment, past hurts, just let it go. It doesn't mean that you have to kind of, hang out and go back to old ways, but you do need to let it go and just send your love. That's a great card for having a deeper understanding, really, on maybe why others behave and why we ourselves behave the way that we do sometimes. Let's get Journey of Love. Journey of Love's coming next. Shifting Universes. Sounds about right. Okay. 7. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine, to accept the way of divine trust, even when it's chaos, the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. So here it is, your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. So here it is, your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you, without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting. Your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. I'm not putting any sense to this today. Well, not completely all of it, but this part here I'm struggling again. Okay, all I can see is the dream. This oracle, no, we're going back. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you, without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting, and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realise you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses or attitudes, trying something new, especially if it is unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to accept what you didn't expect. I love that could be the title here. Trying something new, especially if it's unusual for you. Okay. Let's get on with the poem. I'll tell you what I'm thinking of. I was meant to have shared it. I wasn't meant to have, I haven't. But my plan was to share a video that I filmed 2 years ago. It came up as a memory yesterday on Facebook. And I thought, I want to share this. And it was when I was in Hollywood. And it's a little clip of Mickey Mouse. Okay. but it's about seize the day. So I'm going to share that on, I won't show it to you now, we've been far too long. Well, we haven't, but we need to get this wrapped up. Okay, I will share that on the Facebook page. So get over to the Channel of Love 666 on Facebook, and after I finished, I'm going to, I call it Seize the Day. I believe it was Believe in Yourself, Push Forward and Seize the Day. And it's just kind of coming in really fantastic, where, you know, I recorded that 2 years ago, going to Hollywood, baby, you know, it's kind of like, come on, where's the dream? This poem here is called The Dream. The taste and touch of you within, thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract, the night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich in colours deep, to flow with feelings now renewed, and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined, our bodies bathe in love, and weep with longing's slow release. Emotion, song, and soft refrain, awaken dreams that never cease. It's time to seize the day, guys. Okay, we're still on these oracles. We have counsellor, being a light worker. You are a natural counsellor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. It's time to step into mission, guys. We're here for a reason, to help others, to help each other, and then to share that that knowledge. Okay, counsellor. We're going to have to read it. Let's get this wrapped up. Your life purpose involves counselling people in ways that uplift, motivate, comfort, heal and inspire. You're a true spiritual counsellor, and people find you to be a trustworthy confidant. Expand your counselling work to the next level, because you're about to help greater numbers of people. Call upon me for guidance and support. I've just stated at the beginning of this video of how I'm going to be offering my help and guidance and assistance more freely to you guys, so that then you can actually, you know, book yourself in a session with me, rather than just, you know, following the collective. The collective readings are fantastic. It is enough. But if you want to do some deeper work, then we're going to have to get a little bit specific with you. Okay, so counsellor. But this is all in preparation for you to go out there to be able to help others. So let me just read this, what working with Archangel Azrael means. Azrael's name means whom God helps, and he helps those who are helpers. He's particularly interested in helping counsellors who work with the grieving or dying. Ask Azrael to guide your words and actions during counselling sessions, and he'll help you remain patient and compassionate. He can also help you enter the counselling profession and guide you towards schooling, internships, and a wonderful counselling practice. Okay, the Enchanted Map Compass. We'd seen this one. Let's see where the compass is leading us. To great places. Very excited about 2020. Okay. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. You're entering uncharted territories right now, and you can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that Spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with Spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. And we have outdoors. Get outside, go outside, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. it's so important to be able to tap into our feminine energy that's within all of us, is to connect to nature, get outside. We spoke about this last time I was on about taking those really big gulps of air in. Okay, so, excuse me, outdoors. Okay, we'll get there in a moment. We're just taking our time. Connecting with nature helps synchronize your rhythms to the universal heartbeat. In this way, your natural timing improves so that you're in the right place at the right time. Being in nature renews your spirit and revives your energy level. Get outside every day, even if it takes some effort on your part. Once you're in nature, take time to smell the roses and observe the glorious beauty. Know that you're part of nature and that you're also beautiful. So working with Archangel Jophiel, Jophiel's name means beauty of God. She sees beauty in everything and everyone and helps you do the same. Jophiel knows that when we spend regular time outdoors, we are cleared of lower energies and naturally have a more beautiful outlook on life. Call upon Jophiel to ease your schedule to allow for outdoor time. Plan a nature-based vacation, move to a more rural environment, start a butterfly garden, or just connect to nature in any way that pleases you. It's perfect. I noticed on my phone that CoStar had sent me a, just try and do it so that, a daily notification, and it says it was sent an hour ago, and it says your day at a glance. Look up at the sky and adjust your thinking. So that was my guidance today via CoStar. Okay, we're going to read this Sacred Honour Ritual, and we're going to look at what card wants to come out in a moment. Okay, so let's finish up on this Sacred Honour Ritual, guys. Place one hand resting upon the other with palms joined together. Say aloud, through the loving grace of Rumi, brother of my soul who loves me without condition, these hands are now blessed as the hands of the lover and the beloved, as the one divine hand, all-encompassing. I am blessed, protected, nurtured and received. I am touched by the divine with compassionate mercy and loving tenderness. I call on the hand of grace to touch, heal, bless and protect all aspects of myself and my life journey. Through divine grace, so be it. Simply rest with your hands in the same posture for several moments, then finish your ritual. If you wish, you may continue by speaking in prayer to the divine and offer up any issue or concern you have. Give it a voice. It doesn't matter how small or major the issue may seem. Talk it over with the great beloved, a wonderful and responsive listener. When you are finished, place your hands in prayer, bow your head, and simply say thank you. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. It's a sun card. It's all going to work out perfectly in the end. It's the most happiest card in the deck. Come on. The sun is out. Okay, let's end it there. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day, a fantastic week, and I will catch up with you soon. So until then, much love. Long reading today, nearly an hour and a half. Okay. Take care, guys. Much love. Bye for now.